In this race, participants will stand in one single file line and link arms. The team will have to pass one hula hoop through all participants from one end to the other end. The whole team must stay linked for the entire time of the hula hoop competition. If a team breaks the link, they will be disqualified and will finish last. If more than one team gets disqualified, the team that made it further will earn more points.
Now we will begin relay race number 1. Relay race number 1 will consist of the first team member running to the first cone and putting on all 7 pieces of clothing. Once that team member has all 7 pieces of clothing put on, he will then be able to proceed to the next part of the race. He will run to the next 2 cones and tag the next 2 teammates. Once the team member gets there, he will then undress all 7 pieces of clothing and put them on the floor next to them. Once all 7 pieces of clothing are off, then the next part of the race can begin. The next part of the race will consist of the mummy race. It will consist of one team member standing in the middle while the other 2 team members wrap him in toilet paper. Once the team member in the middle is completely wrapped in toilet paper except for his face, he will then be able to continue on to the next part of the race. The last part of the race will be the balloon popping race. 2 team members will balance the balloon in between them without using their hands or arms. If they drop the balloon, they must redo the balloon popping race from the very beginning. At the end of the race, they will then have to pop the balloon in between them without using their hands or arms again to complete the race.
In this race, one person will put on a potato sack and hop onto the next cone. Next, 2 members will already have each one of their legs tied together to run to the next cone. After, a player puts on a stocking with a tennis ball onto their head. Using their head only, they try to knock out all of the water bottles down. Then, a team member will search through a plate of whipped cream to find one gummy worm. Finally, the race is repeated again, going backwards with the same players to the other end of the race, with a different player finding the last gummy worm.
For the last event, we have the 6v6 tug-of-war. This event will consist of 2 teams. Each team will have 6 players on each side of the rope. The players will be holding the rope. They will pull the rope tight to begin the race, and the bandana will start in the middle of 2 cones. The goal of the tug-of-war is to get the bandana past the cone on your side to signify that you win the tug-of-war. In this event, there will be no cleats allowed, but you may use chalk and/or gloves.